Hi, ladies. I am Leah, and I have kind of an interesting training to talk to you guys about today on starting and restarting a successful business. So I wanted to give you guys a little back history about me, so you can kind of understand how I came up with this little topic. So my journey with Senegent started about 2.5 years ago, and I had an exponential rise for the first 1.5 years with my business and my team, and finding lots of success along the way until about a year ago when my personal life fell to pieces, literally. So over the past year, I have had this continual cycle of jumping back on the train and then falling off and crashing with everything that's going on with life and just trying to figure it out. And I have felt enormous guilt for all the people that I've let down along the way. So I've continually been trying to figure out how I can be successful with this business and even continue with this business. So questioning myself along the way if this is something I can still do. So I signed up for this video and was immediately overwhelmed trying to figure out what could I possibly train on. It was only today, upon a lot of pondering, that I realized the answer is how to begin a successful business. So I'm going to go back to the beginning, laying down the foundation for what created for me $10 million in sales in less than 2 years. So the first thing I want to talk about, I'm going to go through my notes along the way, is to focus on yourself. This is the number one key to starting a successful business and to restart a successful business, is really going back to where you are at as an individual, because everything begins with you. You are the foundation of your business. And the only way that I believe that you can be a successful leader is to be an example. If your words do not match up with your actions, then your team won't trust you. So here are some questions to ask yourself. What are you doing today in your personal business? Where are your current personal sales? And what are your sales goals? Most people get into this business to make money. That is the ultimate goal, and along the way for almost everyone. So the easiest and fastest way to make money is getting product out the door. And if that is what we are training people on from day one, that is something that we should still continually be focusing on day after day after day. So if you want to build a team, this is also part of the secret, is that finding people to build your team comes from sales. It comes from selling product and getting the product into customer hands. So a few more questions to ask yourself. How do you create sales? How is your customer service? And along with that, how is the extent of your product knowledge? Are you sufficiently trained and educated in what you are selling to be able to offer really great customer service and to troubleshoot along the way and to come off as a knowledgeable professional? And then lastly, are you building customer relationships to retain customers? That, I think, is so big. Is I have looked back at my own sales, which I've had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of sales since the beginning of this business, and I can see the flaws of thinking I was delivering good customer service but actually not retaining those customers. And retaining those customers comes through relationship development, and that relationship development comes through trust. And when your customers trust you, that is when they are going to take that leap of faith and jump into the business with you. Okay, so number one, it all begins with you. You are the focus. Number two is be fearless. You have to challenge yourself to step outside your comfort zone. You have to push yourself to do what you don't want to do. And this is one of my favorite pieces of this business, because this business will personally stretch you and help you grow, become more confident, become successful in doing things that you didn't necessarily believe you could do. And by pushing yourself to do what you don't want to do, you have to realize that success is on the line. Let that be the motivator to push you out of that comfort zone of yours. And ultimately, like, you have to talk. You have to open your mouth. You have to offer the opportunity with everything, including upselling, offering new products, talking about the Sentence Choice. You have to be talking about these things all the time. You can't let the fear get in the way of offering the opportunity, because anything you don't say is limiting your opportunity, but it's also limiting your customer's opportunity. So you don't want to decide for them, and you just simply want to make sure that they have all the information and can choose for themselves what they want to do with it. So focus on yourself. Be fearless. Number 3 is to learn from your mistakes. I actually love mistakes, even though they're hard to go through, because every mishap is a learning opportunity. Every mishap that creates a learning opportunity strengthens your business. So every time something doesn't happen like you want, you need to ask yourself, what didn't work? How could I make it better? How could I make it run smoother? It's the honest self-analyzation that is the key to improvement. It is the key to a progressive business that is going to grow with you, with those mistakes along the way. And not being upset about those mistakes, not being upset if something doesn't turn out the way that you want. Any step forward is still a step forward, and you can continue to grow upon each and every one of those steps. That's how we grow as individuals, and that's how your business will grow too. To learn from your mistakes, be fearless, focus on yourself. Number 4 is to share everything. This has always been kind of my leadership style, is anything that works, I share it. Whether it's a sentence, an idea, a tip, anything. That is what I've always based my trainings on. I've always based my motivation and planning with my teammates on, is trying everything I can and constantly improving myself and trying to figure out how I can sell product has allowed me to then take that information to share with my first line and my entire team as a whole, but to make them successful. So you're ultimately trying to duplicate everything that you have done that has worked and encouraging others to do the same. Now, where I'm at, kind of starting over and knowing that it's all about restarting over and over and over again, I'm relearning what works today that might not have worked exactly how it used to 2 years ago. And that is a normal progression of business as well, is that you have to be adaptive and you have to figure out how to make things continually work over the years, and using that foundation of that continual curiosity to teach others and to help make them successful. And that is how you build a successful team. So share everything. Learn from your mistakes, be fearless, focus on yourself. And the last thing is to stay positive and to stay determined. Stay positive and stay determined. The only guarantee for failure is giving up. That is the only guarantee. If you're not giving up, then you're not failing. You might be coasting, you might be wavering, there might be a lot of other things going on, but you're not failing. You're trying to figure it out, but it's the continual progression and the continually fighting maybe the plateau that you're on, or trying to figure out how to burst through the other side. That is what success is. That is what leads to success. It's the people that find success are strong and they're determined and they're focused and they refuse to give up. They refuse to fail. In Girl Wash Your Face, one of my favorite quotes from Rachel Hollis that she says is, motivation is making yourself do something that you don't want to do. And that quote goes into every piece of this. It goes into focusing on yourself, and maybe you focus so much on your team that you're worried about focusing on yourself and doing the things that you know you should be doing and need to be doing. It goes into being fearless, doing something that you don't want to do. It's easy to stay stuck in that place of just being like, oh, it's really uncomfortable, but know that you're only stunting yourself. If you're motivated towards success, you have to push through it. And it's going to help you with every one of these topics that we've talked about. Another quote from Rachel was, I was scrolling through Girl Gang Central while I was putting together this training, and Nicole Neely posted just this week another quote from her upcoming book, Girl Wash Your Face. And Rachel says, who you are is defined by the next decision you make, not the last one. So it doesn't matter what you did yesterday, it matters what you do today. It is the continual progression of choosing how to move forward. And going back to what I said, the only guarantee for failure is giving up. That's a choice. Giving up is the choice. It's continuing that is going to help you continue to chase after your dream, to find success along the way. You can't control the timeline to success, and everybody's timeline is different, and everybody has different talents, different opportunities along the way. But the only thing that you can control is your actions. And your actions will guarantee success if you continue to follow these principles. Stay positive, stay determined, be fearless. Let me go back. Share everything that works. Learn from your mistakes and focus on yourself. Like, these are the keys to everything. And success truly is available for every one of us. Remember that I'm right here with you, along with so many other women, that we're all constantly at different peaks in this business, day to day, week to week, month to month, year to year. And sometimes we're on highs and sometimes we're on lows, and know that at each one of those steps is okay, but it's continuing forward and having faith in yourself and that determination that is going to get you what you want. So I'm right here with you, working along towards those same goals. I hope this training was helpful, and I would love any comments or feedback. I'll go through after the video. Thanks.